What's going on, everybody? It's CryptoVision here, back again with another crypto market deep dive. Today's video, we're going to be doing a 2-for-1 special. We're checking out JASMY, then we're going to be diving into Degen. If you like today's video, hit that like button. So JASMY gang, hit that like button. My Degen crew, hit that like button. Subscribe for more. Both of them are looking like they want to do something, right? They're exhausted to the sell side. They're exhausted to the downside. We're looking for monthly open captures, so we need to retake the monthly opens, and then we got some key levels that we're always talking about. Okay, so we're gonna look at the weekly, zoom into the daily. As always, I thank you for your time. I thank you for stopping by. Without further ado, let's get into it. So we're looking at JASMY here. The idea right now is that JASMY has been, it has been absolutely obliterated over the past 2 years, pretty much almost 2 years. It'll be 2 years in November, and it's been pretty much going sideways now since December. It's coming up to another decision point where you have a decision in the end of March, middle of March. First things first, big catalyst to even identify a breakout, even identify something that is bigger, something that is, going to move price, is defeating a monthly open. Right below the monthly open, it's at 562. You come up through 562, you get up through here. Okay, now you got something to work with. You still have some key resistance levels right through here, this 836 and this 1093 level. You get up and you defeat 1093, it's going to be a straight shot to 16 and to 19. Okay, right up through here. So, JASMY has the idea of coiling up once again, right? Coiling up once again, and we're not even looking at indicators. We're just looking at price action right now. It's been going sideways. It's building a nice base. It did make new lows, so there's no current 1-2 setup, especially on the weekly. There's no current 1-2 setup. I'm thinking from, what is it? Is this so by the 6th, that week of the 16th, so not even next week. So this week, next week, maybe March, we just keep going sideways. And that wouldn't be the worst thing. Don't build a bearish channel where you're kind of just slowly creeping up like this, because that's when you get slammed down. You got to go sideways, slightly down, or you're just oscillating down, oscillating down, oscillating down, then you go up. Okay, I'd rather have that happen than you're slowly grinding up. In terms of indicators, nothing really is standing out. Your MACD looks kind of tired, if I'm being honest. When you have multiple green and you're not really doing anything, you're below the zero, kind of just going sideways. That's not bullish momentum. That's just, I think, from looking at charts, this is just sell side pressure, kind of taking a backseat. There's not a lot of sell pressure. There's not a lot of people buying. It's kind of just doing nothing. It's kind of just floating around. Nothing's really going around. No one's really paying attention to it. Nothing going on for the VMC. So, do we got anything on the 10-day? We got a green dot on the 10-day the last time we did that. You made a trip up to above a penny. So that's good. That's good. But you're below your RSI. Okay, you're below your RSI. You're below, you're, like I said, your MACD coming down through here. It almost looks like you're just dead, not dead in the water, but pardon me. People just are, they're done. They've been done with it for a while. This RSI actually does look very nice. That looks good. That does look good. That does look good. Wow. Overall, this looks pretty ugly though. That looks pretty ugly. There's no real like trend. There's no real trend at all. I guess you could use this trend through here, but not really. There's no real trend. It's kind of random. It's random. But like I said, does this narrow it down a little bit? Yeah. So by the 12th to the 22nd, this closes in 8 days and 7 hours. So we're looking for something on the side of just going sideways for a little bit and then going up. We still have the idea that this M pattern, okay, this M pattern right through here is bigger, 2 to 3 times the size, and that led to this move through here, right? That led to this move up through here. And so what will this move lead to? I think this move is going to lead to something even bigger. Potentially, right? We can't get excited. We gotta build a 1-2 setup. Got to build a 1-2 setup. Do I think there's much lower to go? I mean, I really don't. I really don't. I don't see JASMY going that much lower. You've already taken out lows. You're bouncing off of previous areas of support down through here at what 453. So you've taken out all of these lows. You know what do market makers really want lower for? They're not making the most money lower. Now they're making more money when they go higher, right? Because people are going to short. People are going to short on every bounce. This next bounce, people are going to short really bad. Okay, and then we need a 1-2 setup, something like that, where you come up to this 1-6 level, 1-9 level, oscillate down, and then you have a 1-2, something like this right here. But like I said, I think it's gonna be bigger. I think it's gonna be on a bigger scale. I think this is gonna be a bigger scale. Okay, I think that's all gonna be on a bigger scale. In terms of upside price action, upside targets, that 9 to 10 cent range is kind of what I'm looking for. You know, I hear a lot of people say like 30 cents, 50 cents, $1. It's hard for me to imagine getting up to those levels without, you know, harsh rejections. So, you know, if you can get through this 2-7, and we don't want a 3-wave move, right? We don't want this. That's bad. That's really bad. Okay, if you come up like this, that's really, really bad. So, I mean, even if you come up like that, or up through here, you got to break all of these levels, or else you're just risking that this whole thing is an A coming up for a B, and then you got to come down for a C, and that's when you make new lows. That's when you make new lows. And you take everything out, and that's the real bear market, real winter, real crypto winter, because it'll take forever. I'm not too keen on that, just because of the amount of sell side. This looks like this over through here, because you've taken out so many lows, right? I mean, you've taken out so many lows. I'm expecting JASMY to at least hit this 4 to 5 cent range up through here, minimum. And when your price, when your entries are down in through here, you know, that's, to me, that's a solid return on investment. Okay. So according to what we got going on here, it is just oscillating back and forth. We're on the daily chart now. Came down through here. We took out those lows like I talked about on that wick. And right now you're kind of just going sideways. I mean, you kind of got a 3-wave move up, 3-wave move back down. So going sideways, which is good. It is what you want to do right now. The big thing we want to do is come back above this monthly open and then go sideways above this. That's when you can get some momentum going. Okay, until this monthly open of 562 is taken, reclaimed, and used as support, I can't get too excited on JASMY. But overall, we are coming down to the wire once again. Nothing new. And where is this highly overextended zone? It's up at that 1.6 all the way up to the 1.9 level. So, you know, coming up through here, coming up, you know, maybe like a 1-2, A, B, C, 3, come down for a 4th, and you come up for a 5, and that's your 1-2. All right, and that's your 1-2. And then you got to come down for, you know, your second wave, something like that. Come back down where your first wave kind of rejected from, this 836 level. Kind of an area that we tried to bounce, we tried to hold. You know, I think it's a big area, right? Kind of rejected up through here. So it's 836. I wouldn't be surprised if, you know, JASMY, when it does move and it does make that move, that, you know, if you come up here in like 5 waves, that was pretty ugly. I'm sorry. All right, something like that, that you'd come back down through here like this, and then you'd go. And then you'd go. And then you'd go. Doesn't have to be that low, right? You can come find support back at this 1 cent, this 101 level, but it wouldn't surprise me, right? It would not surprise me. On the daily, I mean, indicators aren't going to be real. I mean, with everything going on in the Middle East, I mean, the market tanked today. Gold and silver tanked. We talked about that yesterday on the live stream about gold and silver. Not really being in a great place to enter. I mean, I wouldn't enter gold and silver if someone paid me to, because I'd lose the money that someone paid me to and my own money. You know, I have levels. I updated Discord on where I would enter silver back, because I got out of silver. No, I did not time the top. I'm not perfect. I never time the bottoms. I can't ever time the tops. But getting in and getting out and making money, that's That's the most important thing. So right now, like I said, trying to reclaim that monthly open. Once we do that, this 836 is not going anywhere, right? It's not going anywhere. We need to come up through here and reclaim this, and then we can go. Okay, so that's what I got for JASMY. We talked about those upside targets. We talked about, accumulating down through here until, the end of March, something down through here. So, do we bottom a little bit longer? We could. We definitely could bottom a little bit longer and kind of just go sideways, come back down, and then go. Okay. So let's talk about some Degen. Let's go over some Degen. Let's go to Degen real quick. I think I got to do this. We can save that. Bada bing, bada boom. Perfect. Okay. Talk about Degen for a minute now. This thing is, I don't know. This Degen just gives me, I can't really be bearish down here. Degen looks like it wants to freaking absolutely go crazy. At least, it does look like it wants to come up through here and take out this 3 level. Even if you do, you come up, you'd have almost like an eve, like a rounded eve, and then you can oscillate down, and then go up for some higher prices. Right now, I know, people are expecting higher highs. For me, right now, Degen, it looks like it wants to, it's definitely in this ABC correction phase. We're on the weekly. It does look like it wants, it's come down in a 3-wave move, come up in a 3-wave move. Sorry, something like this where you come up, come down, and then come up like that. That would be terrifying. Right now, I'm not too scared. I'm not too worried. But you come up in 3 like this, 3 like that. That is, but if we're being honest, if we're entering down through here and we're accumulating down through here and we're getting down through here, let's just say even at 1.5. Let's say your entry's at 1.5. That's still an 800. That's a 800%. That's an 8x move. Even if you are right here at this resistance line, okay, even if you're right through here, that's still a 3x move. So big move, but it's pent up again. Degen loves doing this. It loves to do this. It loves to come up to a head once again and then go sideways. Right? It's one of these times it is going. I know it's crazy. It keeps doing it over and over again. But like I said with JASMY, until you defeat that monthly open, which is at 704 on the weekly, then you can't really get too excited. When I do zoom in, it does look like you kind of want to do this, right? That would be really bullish. It'll take longer. Right? It'll take, maybe you come up in 2 to 3 weeks. Takes, a week or two, maybe, 3 weeks, and then you correct for another week or two. And then that would lead to like a bullish end of April, May, June-ish, right? Summer rally once again, which most people's, people were saying with the 4-year cycle, sell in summer, go away, or I don't know what the saying is, but people are saying no, summers are bearish, but July was bullish for altcoins, right? July was bullish, so maybe that would be nice, coming up through here, doing this, coming down, and then going up. That would be from this right through here, right above that 3 level, right above that 3 level. Maybe you come up something like through here, oscillate down, come up through here, and then that's your 1. Right, then you gotta have like a 2. I just don't know how often. I don't think these assets really follow that kind of structure though. If I'm just being honest, it's a $15 million asset. Will it really follow a structure like Bitcoin, like Ethereum, like XLM, XRP? I don't know. I just don't feel like it's going to. I feel like it's gonna do like something where it does this, and then just go crazy. That's just my opinion. With something like this, I have a hard time feeling that this is going to be a structured asset when it's at $15 million, and it's just highly manipulated, easy to manipulate, not highly, but easy. When you're dealing with a market cap of that size, it's not that far-fetched to think, okay, maybe, a big player can come in and, rig the market a little bit. You do have that green dot You know, on the 10-day hasn't really played out on anything. 2 weeks didn't really play out on anything, right? But you're getting green dots, so that's, to me, that's saying this asset wants to bottom. I mean, you don't even have enough data on it, but it's saying that this thing is, I mean, look at this down through here. I talked about it, it's like just kind of breezed over it on the live stream. But I mean, you got bullish divergence, bullish divergence, bullish divergence, bullish divergence, bullish divergence everywhere down here, everywhere, and it's just building up. I think people are just accumulating down here. I mean, myself included. It hurts. It hurts, but I'm buying down here. I am. This MACD, until you get above that 0, this looks kind of bearish. It's not doing anything. It's kind of just, it looks exhausted. It looks tired. RSI, let me see. Are we making higher highs? Let me see the RSI. No, we're not making lower highs. Lower highs on RSI. Please don't say we have a higher high in price. Please don't say we have a higher high in price. No, we do not. Okay. We have a lower high in RSI, lower high in price, which is fine. Which is fine. We don't want to see this thing, if we start getting, you know, if this RSI starts to creep up a little bit and our price does nothing, I would expect to come back down. Okay. That's what I'd expect. I got to keep it real. You know, I got to keep it real. It's, you know, until you defeat that monthly open, there's not much, you know, bullish sentiment that can be had, because you can't even defeat a key level that has rejected you for month in and month out. Okay. RSI, I mean, okay, you're breaking out of the moving average. Really hasn't meant anything. You've got no momentum on the Fu Manchu. You had a little bit through here, but nothing really going on. The price action, though, let me see this price action. I do like this look. How you came down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I like that. I do. Then you took out those lows, though, so that doesn't even matter. Okay, where did this even get to? Doesn't matter, 1272, but it doesn't matter. I'm just curious. Didn't take out the lows, though, so it could be a 1-2. Could be a 1-2. Technically, could be a 1-2. So if we do have this 1-2, but it just, that three-way shape is so ugly. That three-wave shape is so ugly. Yeah, I don't like it. I don't like it. Where is, okay. I don't. Just because, so if you're not getting why I don't like it, is it looks corrective, right? When you come up, when you impulse up and you oscillate down, then you impulse back up, right? That's a three-wave move. That's a corrective move. Okay, and then you went 5 down, right? And now what you're doing over here is, this looks better. That looks better, because what you've done over here is you haven't, let me get rid of that. You haven't set yourself up for a, you know, you have a corrective. I mean, you have a constructive. It almost looks like a 1, 2, 3. You're coming down for a 4th, and you need to go get a 5th. So let's check this out. Let's check this out. Well, better. Let's check this out right through there. Right there. Yeah, I mean, I'm really just looking at the 786, how it reacted with the 786. Not much going on. This 1618, this is where you typically look for a third wave to be complete, all the way up to the 2618. So if we do have some type of like 1, 2 of an A, B, C, 3, you have some type of complex correction going on through here, almost like a flat pattern where you have your A, you have your B, you have your C, you have a higher low. And so let's check this out. Let's check this out. through here. So if we're doing the 2-wave low, through there. I mean, you're above this key level that you need to get above, this 382. It's always, you really try to stay above your 382 on a correction. So, when you get out, so this kind of rejected through here, kind of tried to find some support through here, really rejected up through here. So this 382, the 694 level has been pretty significant. Trying to hold it on the 4 hour. You got 2 hours and 40 minutes left. I do like the way this is shaping up like this though. So that 382, trying to hold 694, you lose that. You can come back down and target 618 all the way down to 786 area. You could invalidate this. That would invalidate this. So really trying to hold 618. That ugly number right there, 666. I don't like that number. But it's a 618. So what about this extension? Trying to get to the 1 extension of this, because that would be that 5th wave. 5th wave you're looking for. Pardon me. Sorry. Dying over here. Not 1-to-1. 768. Dang, still not at that 8 level. Yeah, still not at that 8 level. Still, I mean, still. It's not at that 861, but 864. All right, 768. That'd be a pretty weak 5th wave, but you need 3. Come down 4 or 5, something like that. So, really trying to get above, the 7, right around those 7s, 743 all the way to 768. Really would like to see it come up to right there, 886. I think that's is that it? Is that it? Is it on the weekly? It's on the weekly. No, it's not. Where did I put it? Did I delete it by accident? There's no way. Maybe I did. Did I delete that? I did. Dang, that sucks. Oh, that sucks. I must have deleted it maybe it's on a different chart. Dang, that's a bummer, but I can remap it real quick. It's 841, 886, right through here. Really, at least 841. Really want to get above 841. So there we go. We'll add that to bada bing right there. Cool. Alrighty. That's what I got for Degen. That's what I got for Jasmine. If you like today's video, hit that like button, subscribe for more. As always, I appreciate you guys stopping by. I appreciate your time. If you're interested in the Discord, it's free. Community chart shares, X updates, talk about stuff, bearish, bullish, neutral. All are welcome. As always, I thank you for your time. I thank you for stopping by. Have a great rest of your week. Take it easy. Peace.